Hello guys, in this tutorial I will teach you how to use the ping command using the JavaScript. Okay, well, of course we know what is the ping command. This is to check the the status of the server or the remote computer. So we need to use this ping command, and at the same time we're gonna build a simple app that will check the server or the remote computer. Okay. Okay, so stay tuned in this channel and watch until you finish this video. All right, how to create this Ping application? Well, of course, we need to use the JavaScript at the same time, plus your HTML and plus your CSS of course, for the design. All right. Now we start first with our code here. So we start with this doc type. Okay, let's capital it, doc type, and then we have HTML. Okay, after that we have the HTML, and then we're gonna put what? Of course, we have the title. So we need to use the title as what? Pinger. Alright, title, and then put the head. Oops, sorry. We have here the head. We'll put here uh, the cascading CSS framework. Okay, later on I will cut and paste that. Okay, to avoid the tedious task. Alright. Now for now we'll just leave this empty. Okay, or we can transfer this thing right here. Alright, and after that, well, we have here the body. Okay, and then slash body, and then slash what? HTML. So this is our code right now. So our target is to ping a particular address. At the same time, we will check if that address and the image is existing. If that image is right there automatically, well, of course, we will tell the user that, of course, request is successful. Or maybe we can use the ping. Okay, we can tell them to ping what? Successful. Okay, now we will start with our script because the core part of this program is the script, the JavaScript. All right, so we can say here, put the script right here, and then we have here the slash script. Okay, so here we need first to put a title, center, h1, then we have pinger up, and then h1, then we have center. Okay, next. So we need to ask the user for the form. Okay, so action equals to, there will be no action right now, but again the method is, well, I will be using the post method. Okay, and at the same time, well, we'll name this form as what? P1. Okay, we need to use this in our Doom HTML. Okay, so let us start right here, center or center. Then we have here slash center. Okay, enter what? Say we have to ask the user enter website. Okay, with image. Okay, for sample. Then we input the text. Okay, let us enlarge this. Input type. Okay, equals to text. Okay, name of our form is, let's say, F1 or form 1. Okay, this is to avoid duplications of the form command of your Doom HTML. And then we have here the placeholder equals to, let's say, enter web, and then this is required. Okay, after that, what will happen? Well, again, we will ask the user to input type equals to, okay, let us put reset right here. And then, well, the purpose of the reset command is whatever we entered in our form, or in a field name, so we can automatically what you call this, delete that. Okay. All right. For now, we will use this thing, input type cost to reset. Okay. And value equals to erase content. Okay. So we have it here. Okay. And oops, we need to edit this, modify this. Okay, and then we save that program first. Okay, let us check what will happen if we have this program in our canvas. So file, I'll save this in my drive. Okay, I will call this. Okay, and then Cynic. Then I will call that web dev, and then okay, check. So this is it. No, we need to enter the IP address right here or the website in this area. Okay. Now we'll finish this first. So when we enter the website address with the image, no, just like you are checking the server, you're checking the status of the server in replacement of the ping command. Okay. So what's next? So we have here the form, and we need to finish it right here. So we have to what? We need to finish it right here. We need to end the form here. Okay. Now we have the form, and we start with the script. So let us first create our script ID here to be called by the listener or the event listener here. So what will happen? So in the body, we need to provide what button. Okay, let us center this thing. Okay, center, um, center button ID equals to, let's say click one. Oh, maybe we can change this. That's very common. So we have button one. Okay. So we have here click one. Okay, for now, temporary button for now. Then we have here button. So we have the what you call this, the ID. We're gonna inject the ID right here. Okay, so let's say var x equals to, let's say document get element by ID. So what's the ID? Button. Now we'll have to use the event listener, add event listener. Then what is that? Add event listener. We have to use the click. Okay, just like that. And then the function would be what? Check it. Okay. So that's it. Okay. So this is object that will reference to the element. What is that element? Of course, the element is right here at the top, the button, and of course you have also the ID. That's the button one. And then when we click, automatically it will call the function of check it. So let us start to write the function of check it. Okay, let us test it for a while. Then let us check if this is working. Okay, hello. Okay, we have here. Check it. Now let us save this and then refresh the program. Okay, click one. Okay, it's working. So we have now here the program. Okay, so we'll have to create now our code to check the IP address. Okay. Okay, so we'll have to start with our code and replace this. Okay, let's say let us start first with the name of the app is Pinger app. Okay, this is a temporary display. You can change this later on. Our target is to nail down how to display the address. Now we will use the var. We can use the const, but again I will use the var right here. Okay, for public declaration of a variable, and then I will use image and of course create a constructor for image. Okay. So we have here the constructor. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this image now, it is an object. Okay. we instantiate this image as image. All right, so we have the image here. Okay, now what will happen if we have the image right here? Okay, so we need now to check, or maybe I'm wrong right here. I will check it later on. I will now borrow, of course, the variable. No, no, it's not a variable, but I will um, call the form at the top. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna enter my IP address here, right here in this area. The name of the form is form1. Of course, the name of the form is p1, and the name of the value to read the form, to read the value of the web address is form1. So I need to do that. I need to check it. Okay. So I have already declared the variable at the top. So I will again declare the variable right here. I check now. Okay. That is a nice variable. So I will call the doom, okay, document, and then form, and then I will call the name of the form at the top. So what is the name of the form? That is bot1. Okay, this is where we do the form, and then I will put the value of the form right here. Value of the form. Okay, sorry, I pressed the wrong key. So the name of the value where we input the form, all right, is form1. So we need to infuse what? Point value as part of the input. So what's next? So our next there is, well, of course, we need to use the image dot search. Okay, so the image dot search is just like an object. So we need to invoke now what you call this, the attributes of the image, and one of that is a search command. So we put the image search. At the same time, we need to use what? The check now. Okay, so that's it. And then after that, well, of course, I'm gonna what? Set the time, set timeout. Okay, set timeout, and then of course I will pair this first. The purpose of this is to to create time to call the form, to call the to check the website rather. Okay, so I will put right here. Okay, alert. Okay, fetching the data. Okay, this is a temporary information. Okay, so its purpose of that is to fetch the data. Okay, so what will happen if we have that fetch of the data? So we need to create a condition right here. Alert fetching the data. So we need to create a condition. The condition is to check if that data is existing in our form. So if that image, okay, that complete. Okay, this is another attribute for that. Or image that, okay, natural, because we are inspecting the what you call this, the image. So we need to check first the image if it is in that website. All right. So if the image is what you call this, is not complete, we say alert, so fail. All right, so that's it. Otherwise, of course, else. Okay, we can remove this thing. I think we can remove that. Okay, so that it will have to read this better. Okay, else. So we can say alert. Okay, let's say if it is complete, we can say ping successful. Okay, this is cool. And then, okay, we're gonna end right here. All right, so we have to what? Provide here 1000 milliseconds, that is equivalent to 1 second to read the website. And then we have also here at the top, at the bottom, Okay, then we have to pair it right here, and then we end the script. Sorry. Now, what is the purpose of this set timeout? Set timeout is one of your JavaScript function. Okay, this is to fetch the data. So if the data is not complete or the image is not in the fixed width, well, of course, it will say failed. Otherwise, well, of course, we successfully ping that address. Okay. Remember, we are calling the website with a stored image. So that's the purpose of this image search. That's why we're using this command right now. Okay, so let us, okay, we have to erase this thing. And then let's say, and we have to say center, it's 2. And then, well, of course, we say end of pinger. Okay, something like that. Now we have the code right here. Okay, so we need to save this program first. Let's check how this program works. Okay, all right. I think there's a missing link right here. Okay, we forgot to fuse. Okay, the extra parameter right here. So we need to validate the form first before we run the program. So what to do? Well, of course, we need to use well, we can call the onSubmit. Okay, cost to return, and then we need to what? Call the call the function of check it. Okay, check it, check it. Okay, that's it. So return equals to check it. So the purpose of this is to validate the form. Okay, and then we need to validate it. Why? Because we have the parameters. Well, we have the following particulars that that will be entered to this program. So we need to call the P1, validate the P1 form, and at the same time the value as part of the input. Okay, so we need to again to save this thing, and then let us check if this program works. Okay, all right, this is it. We again, okay, now if we enter something right here, okay, click this thing. Okay, let us check. Nothing's happened. Okay, let us check again. Let us hunt where is the error. Um, Writing a program, well, of course, not, you cannot evade the error. Errors are inevitable, so that's the essence of writing the codes. Okay, let us check first. Okay, what is happening in the code? Why is it that we cannot get the complete output? Okay, so the neighbor form is P1. All right, so we have here P1. Okay, this is P1. All right, I'm sorry, we're not able to check that. At the same time, let us check our syntax. Okay, no semicolon, and then okay, I think this is it. So we need to save this program. Again, save it, run this program, let us check, and then put some decoy information. Let us check if the program will fetch the information from the server. Okay, that's it, it's fetching the data, so I think this is wrong. That's correct. Why? Because we did not enter the correct information right here. So, like for example, you can check a website, okay? If you have your own website, at the same time you have your own images, then you can put the URL right here. Okay, mine is to check the Google website. Okay, let's check if it works. No, HTTPS, and then we have here the www.google.com/images. This is the folder of the images, and then SRPR, and then I would like to check the logo of the Google. Okay, PNG. Let us try that. When we run the program again, okay, let us check. Now we will fetch this information. It's like we are the application is two in one. We can fetch the information at the same time display the raster images, just like your PNG, PMP, or your GIF, or maybe using this program to ping the server or the remote computer. So when we click this thing, okay, fetching the data, this page says ping successful. Mean to say, well, of course, this data exists. No, what is that data? Okay, I will make it bigger. So this Google.com images, and we have here the logo point SW. If you change this to BMP, all right, let us check if there is the version of the BMP of the logo of this Google. Check that program again, and then fetching the data. So it fails, meaning to say there is no raster image for the BMP, only the PNG. Okay. Now Well, I think we will change the footer to a smaller header. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, so the program is, well, of course, we can set this to 3,000 milliseconds, but I use 1,000 milliseconds to, well, to have a fast result. Okay, I will save this again, and then, okay, let us run the code. Okay, HTTPS, and then we have here Google www, then google.com/images/srpr. Okay, what's that? And then we have logo, well, 3w point what png. Okay. Now when we run the program, wrong spelling. Okay, when we run the program, let us check it again. Oops, sorry, I erased this accidentally. Okay, so www.google.com and then images. Sorry about that. Okay, and then the srpr logo 3w.png. This time I will must be careful about the, the URL. So you have there what's okay, fetching the data. It takes longer because we infused the 3,000 milliseconds, meaning say that's 3 seconds. So that's the purpose of that. So that's why I'm using what 1,000. Why is it that I'm using the set at 1 function? This is to give time really to refresh the page. That's the purpose. But again, I will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm just using this just to give time to get the request to the server to the remote computer. Now it's time to change our style. We can use now well, because this is an app. Okay, we can put this in a cell phone, or we can use this in a web app or a desktop app again. We can now change the style of it because we're creating an app for the web app and for the mobile application. So we will use the header right here. Okay, so we can use the responsive display for that. Okay, so meta, okay, name equals to viewport, then content, okay, width equals to device, oops, minus width, then I think the spell is correct. Scale, initial equals to, well, 1.0. Okay, that's it. And then I need only to copy well, the CSS framework maybe. Okay, we have lots of CSS framework, but I will use only the W3C SS. Okay, so I will copy that here, right here. Okay, we'll check it again. Okay. So I have here. So this is where I will use the CSS framework. Okay, so you can go to your W3 CSS or any website and then you copy this thing, and then maybe you can download this if you want. Okay, so I'll put it right here. The purpose of this is for the format for the design, so it's not that big deal really. You can create your own CSS. Mine is, of course, I'm to deplete whatever tedious task, so I need really to haste my work. So I'm copying the link right here. Okay, the link. Okay, so if you don't have the internet, well, of course you cannot run this program. But again, you can download this file, the font awesome min.css. You can go to this website, or you can download the, well, the WCSS cascading style sheets in this website. Okay, so that's it. Now we will again check our ID. So I'll put here ID, then plus. I will change the button to something else. I will go right here. Okay, so I will check that button and go to, okay, where's that? I forgot where to put that program. Okay, okay, so I need to use to submit this thing. Okay, I will use this. Okay, so class, and then, all right, that's it. So I'll use this class to provide ornament to my button. Okay, I will save this again. Okay, this is very easy. All you have to do is to just load this CSS framework, like for example the cloudflare.com for the icons and force WCSS for your buttons and for your animations and other things, and then just copy the class. This is already given as part of the table for the buttons, table for the images. Okay, so no need to worry. Okay, we'll save this program again, and then we have to. Okay, so we have here the button at the top. So that's how this WCSS3 works. Okay, W3 CSS works. Okay, so we have here to click one. We need only to change the right. For example, um, we need to check the button. So we have here click one. Let's say ping the address. Okay, ping the address. Okay, let us check it right here. Now we change also this erase content. Again, we transfer here, and then let's check it. Where's that? Okay, now here we can use this class. Okay, right here. Let us check what will happen to our button if we will use this. Okay, so we just copy it. Okay, no sweat, and then we go to our form reset, and then we put here the class. It's very easy, right? So this is the class. The purpose of the class is this is where you get your the attributes of your casting style sheets. You can even create this thing, but mine is, well, this is already inside in your W3 CSS, so I would rather go for that for fast programming. Okay, we'll save this again. Okay, save it. Okay, so we have here erase content. Okay, so we have the pinger up at the top. So it's up for you guys to modify this thing. Okay, so we need only to arrange this. Okay, how to do that? So input type text, and then we have here. Okay, so we need to use the BR. Okay, then let's arrange it. Okay, so we have, okay, so and then erase the content. All right, so we have to check also right here, and then save this file. Save. Okay, so that's it. Now the image here is your variable, and you instantiate it as part of the image class of your JavaScript. So the image now is part of the object, and you call this the image methods, or maybe you can attribute for to check the form name, and of course the form input here for the form one. And right after that, we create a function to fetch the data. If that image is not complete or the image is not in natural width, automatically, well, of course, we can say that's failed. Else, otherwise, being successful. Now let us display. Let us display. If it is successful, what will happen? Okay, let us display the form. Okay, let us display it. How to do that? Let us display the image. So we can say document. You call the document, and then we can say body, and then append child. Okay, so we have here append child. So what will be the parameter for the append child? So we can use the image. Okay, let us check if this is correct. Okay, now we save the program again. Okay, and then we refresh it here. Then we type again the address, and then of course www.google.com. Let us enlarge that. google.com/images sr pr, and then we have here logo 3w point png. Okay, that's okay. Ping the address, pinger up. Okay, fetching the data. So ping successful. So we have here the Google right here. So if you want to center this, well, of course, no, it's very easy. All you have to do is to create a variable right here, and then create the ID at the top, and then you provide attributes for that using center, and call some ornamental designs in your Cloudflare and W3 CSS. Okay, that's all. So I hope that you will learn from this topic. Okay, so I want you to improve this thing. So please don't forget to share and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.